Anybody ever laughed at your plans? They did in the Bible. There was this guy named Nehemiah. He was crazy. Let me tell you what he did. He was going to rebuild a wall that was already burned up and broken. Like, that was just silly. Let me tell you about it. So we're in Nehemiah chapter 4, verses 1 and 2. So they're trying to rebuild the wall. They have all these broken pieces and the wall was totally burned down and kicked over. And there's nothing but like little rocks and they're like all burned up. And the enemies come and he said, what are these Jews going to do? Like, are they going to restore the wall? Are they going to offer sacrifices? Are they going to just put them all together? Can the stones come back to life, burned as they are? Like, there's no way you're going to build something out of all this burned up stuff. And Nehemiah said, oh, yes, we will. And God will be with us and we're going to do it. And they did. Let me tell you how they did it. They took all those stone and broken pieces and they stacked them up with some mortar and stacked them up and stacked them up until they completed the wall. It took a long time. And at one point, they had to have the guys working with one hand with the bricks, and in the other hand, they had a sword because they were watching out for the enemy because they're trying to build a wall. The whole reason they were doing this because they needed a wall to protect their camp from the enemy so they could rebuild God's house, so they could meet with the Lord. So that was their worthy purpose. God does the same thing in our life. We have a purpose that we're working towards. And sometimes we fail. And we can fail a lot. Like, I tried a bunch of times to start a business and it failed. Or I tried a bunch of relationships and it didn't work out. I tried a bunch of churches and I never found one I liked. It just didn't work. God said, that's okay. I'm going to keep taking all these failed and burned up and messed up experiences and I'm just going to stack them up. We're going to keep stacking them and stacking them. We're going to put some mortar on it and we're going to work with what you got. Because that's all they had to build with. God says sometimes all you got to build with is burnt and broken stuff. We're going to use that stuff and we're going to make something beautiful and we're going to stack up and make a wall. It's going to be actually your protection and defense around you because all those experiences you have, just like these burned up broken pieces, those broken experiences you have can make a defense for you to go all the way around your whole perimeter, your life, your house, your family, your relationships, because you know what not to do now moving forward from those experiences. So God can literally revive stones to build a wall so that his purpose can be complete. He can take your broken experiences. He can heal those experiences, or maybe they're left broken forever. But God says, you're stronger now. And if I put enough of those broken pieces that you've had around you in your life, and we stack them up, that experience makes you so strong that you'll be able to overcome the enemy. And you will be standing just as if you have a wall around you. So you can be strong and you can meet with the Lord, just like they were trying to do inside the city that they were rebuilding. And that's your word for the day.